right on. So, God, what has changed? Vittergum, right. I was talking about Vittergum. So, oh my God, I'm sorry, I just can't get over how smooth this looks. It looks amazing. So, I have been playing a lot of Metal Gear Solid for the boom booms of the Patriots tractor. Oh shit. Wow, dead last. I am familiar with this position. Anyway, Metal Gear Solid 4 is quite amazing. I have not played any of the previous ones, and that is a phrase I've caught myself using a lot. I have not played yada yada yada. However, I cannot deny how awesome Metal Gear Solid 4 is. Now, it's not really hard to get into the backstory of Metal Gear. I mean, oh, that was painful. Ouchies. Oh, you guys know I am prone to sucking when doing live comms. You're here for the fun, not for the brilliant driving. Actually, tell me, should I upload some sort of Need for Speed montage? Because after I finish Metal Gear, barring T-Dart Saturday games, god damn, I do not have much to play. At least until Mass Effect 3 comes out, so I might just start recording random sessions of this and putting them up. I mean, Lord knows I need me some backdrop to talk about Sir's stuff. And God, 11 seconds. Watch me just eat these up. But yeah, the story of Old Snake is quite an entertaining one, although I have noticed that he tends to grunt a lot, which, I don't know, is it, Jesus Christ. I have, literally no excuse except frozen fingers. Snake tends to talk a lot about, well, not a lot. He tends to grunt a lot, doesn't he? Snake just grunts a lot and emotes through grunts and breathe exhaling. And of course, I made the game really, really ridiculous by slapping on some Raging Beauty face camo, and it's quite strange to see a sort of deformed Japanese girl's face on a big muscular body. Something about that screams, no. Least collisions of all racers, are you kidding? Jesus. Is that a... Oh, wow, I think it's an MP4-12C. Never mind, go! Well, they're still distracted. Oh, shit. I think he got his bearings. Okay, this might focus a bit on the gameplay. Don't promise anything. Although I must admit that the game looks quite... I said that already, but... My God, this looks so much better. Out of practice! Really out of practice. Ignore that. Thank God I'm racing against myself. Otherwise, that would have proven to be quite... Well, it is pathetic. Really pathetic. I'm just not braking. I'm not used to the awesomeness of 60 frames per second on this game. 30 frames per second didn't really bother me as much as it did. Well, I've told you guys before, the Need for Speed forums are a scary place, and they all hate this game. They hate this game with a burning passion, so... Well, it only makes sense that I like it, doesn't it? But my God, I'm surprised they patched this, I'm not gonna lie, because this did not sell as well as Shot Pursuit, like, not even close. It sold okay. I think it sold upwards of 2 million copies combined, and it's still selling, but still, it's strange to see them actually support this, you know? I kind of thought they've just given up flat out, so I think it's great. Like, I think that giving 60 frames per second on PC is, or, you know, removing the FPS cap altogether is something that should come standard in PC games. Like, we know that a lot of PC games are console ports, and believe me, I've been a console gamer all my life. As you guys know, I got a PC last October, so from that perspective, I don't really care, you know? They're not bad ports. It still works, and it's still great, but those little touches, those added bonuses of now the game is smooth as a motherfucker, like Chris Brown said in that horribly, horribly distorted video. My God, thank God for Busta Rhymes, he saved that. But Hopefully you're noticing this in the video. Barring horrible YouTube quality, this honestly flows way, way better. So, what can I say? This is still a great game. I'm not gonna, you know, praise it in my 3rd consecutive live session, but... And this is strange. Believe me, I've noticed that a friend of mine has been coming on and offline, but never before has anyone played Need for Speed The Run with me, so I am tempted. I am tempted, ladies and gentlemen. So, going back on the topic of Metal Gear, which, you know me, I keep jumping in and around topics. Metal Gear is... Don't be fooled by the boatload of backstory. That game is easy to get into. Now, here's what I did. It required a bit of reading, I'm not gonna lie. It required quite a good, like, at least half an hour of reading, but I just went to the Metal Gear wiki. That thing is stacked. And now I know basically who does what and who is who in the Metal Gear universe. And after an hour of reading, I was set for Metal Gear Solid 4. And that is honestly a pretty cool game. Like, the title says it all. Tactical espionage action. The fact that it's a stealth game, considering what I've been playing for the past couple of years on my PlayStation, I've never really played anything like this. You know, I missed out on Metal Gear. I was too small and stupid to comprehend that, oh wow, this is really awesome, you know? But again, it required a bit of thought, and it's not like I hated thinking when I was, you know, younger. As a gamer, I've always loved the challenge, you know, even though it annoys me. I know it makes me a better person, a better gamer at the end of the day. God, I screwed that up by eating my syllables, but yeah, it just serves a better purpose playing harder games. That's why I play on hard. But digressing from that, my God, this guy is good, man. Huh? Japanese version. Okay. It is well and truly an awesome series, and the fact that the emphasis is on stealth, barring that Metal Gear Solid, well, the 4th one, MGS4 is, I'm not gonna lie, that thing is easy. Like, compared to the previous games, that looks easy as crap. There is nothing hard about it because of the inclusion of the Solid Eye. You know where everyone is at every moment. Like, there's nothing... You don't go into a room carefully, scout it out, then... you know, go back in and sneak around people. Solid Eye tells you basically where everyone is at what time and what they're gonna do. And even if that fails, bust a cab in their ass. That's what I do. I'm not proud of it, but... And the coolest part I've encountered so far, spoilers for a 4-year-old game, when you fight Crying Wolf, which is a girl in a wolf suit. Yeah, she is. She is a girl in a wolf suit. You have to hide in a blizzard and take out her cronies. And the cronies are quite stupid, and I had a silent sniper rifle. Even though that game is not built for shooting, awesome. Pretty awesome. Great segment. But, and it has some weird insiders jokes. I should call them insiders, but they're so campy. Like, immediately after that boss fight, there's a part where Otacon says, "Hold up, Snake, you need to switch disc 1 for disc 2. And then they do a shtick that, oh wait, we're on PlayStation 3. We don't need to do that because of Blu-ray technology. Trademark. They didn't say trademark, the symbol was there, but still, I felt really old. It's like, yeah, remember when Blu-ray was new? Back in my day. Yeah. And there have been rumors for a next console generation coming there. There have been, you know, the rumor mill has started grinding its horrible gears and announcing, you know, consoles and shit. And there's a couple of pointers. Like, I read an article. I'm gonna link it in the description to this part, but I did read an article on that stuff. Sorry, dude, I do not like hitting you, but it is inevitable. There are casualties in war. But there are a couple of hints that the next console generation is steadily approaching. One of them being Square and Epic, as you know, the eye-polishingly or eye-bleedingly gorgeous, as I like to express myself, demo of the Unreal Engine 3. Now, some of you seen it, some of you have not. Just YouTube, Unreal Engine 3 demo. I'm sure something useful might come up. But the gist of it is, that thing looks like a cutscene, only it's quote-unquote in-game footage. It's not real game, it's just game footage. Game footage. And it looks really good. And the website, the article I read, speculated that there's no real valid reason for them to be showing off technology unless they want to be early adopters of holy crap. Jesus. Dead last. My god, I am dead last. That was an epic crash. But yeah, unless they wanted to be early adopters of the capabilities of the next consoles. And we are in a sort of a Cold War because of the Wii U. Remember that? You know, play with stupid tablet in living room, all that. Yeah, that happened, and the Wii U has sort of shoehorned faster, I would presume, faster development on those consoles. So, at the end of the day, nothing is certain, but with the looming possibility of a next Nintendo console, and even though Nintendo was the underdog of this generation, it steamrolled everything so it was in a category of its own, you know. It was PS3 versus 360, not a three-way battle. It was never a question of, you know, the Wii competing against the consoles we play on. No pun intended, but Wii is in a league of its own, so what's the big guys can take away from this is don't underestimate Nintendo. And considering the Wii U is coming out, and it has some serious horsepower behind it, I don't know, something's gotta give, and we might be seeing a new console generation sooner rather than later. They have come out and said that, pardon me, they have come out and said that there's not gonna be a new console. Let's switch up the playlist. Hold up. So, where was I? God, that's exactly what I was afraid of. Where was I? Like a complete idiot. But they have come out and said, Pt.2, that there's not gonna be a new console in 2012. Now, even the most simplest of morons will Speaking of simplest of morons, my driving. Even the most simplest of morons will tell you that means they might announce something, but definitely nothing's gonna get released this year. You know, that's obvious, but that's an interesting fact brought up in the article was, where are the first-party games? Seriously, where are they? Do you know of anything coming out after, for example, Uncharted 3? I mean, sure. Seriously? God damn, I'm gonna stop sucking now. I promise. Right now, stop sucking. Game face. There's nothing really I can think of that's coming, that's been announced even after this year's lineup of, hell, I don't know, The Last of Us, Twisted Metal. I mean, something's gonna give, but I don't know. There is going to be a lot. Hopefully, there's gonna be a lot more first-party exclusives or games or whatever. But first-party games generally tend to be drying up, and that is worrisome, cause you know, next generation may be coming, yo. So I don't know about that. I seriously don't.